and welcome to my channel. I am Candace and I am currently on a journey to simplify, minimize, and create a more mindful life for myself and my family. I have been a minimalist, or I should say I began my minimalist journey 1 month ago. I want to let you know some of the things that have happened in my life since becoming more minimalist and having a more minimal mindset and trying to simplify in general. You might wonder why I decided to begin this journey in the first place, and quickly I'll just let you know that I'm someone who is easily stressed out by clutter and stuff. I really don't like having too much visually, too much to take care of. It is all very stressful for me. So I decided that having less is going to give me more peace, and I wouldn't have to spend as much time cleaning. I would much rather be spending time with my children, my family, making memories, and on personal development. So I realized that if I just got rid of the excess, the things we don't love, the things we don't need, that I would be more free, and that appealed to me so much. So the very first project that I tackled when I decided to do this is my pantry. I have an entire video dedicated to my pantry makeover, and let me tell you, it was life-changing. There are a couple of ways that you can start becoming minimalist or more minimal, and you can start with small projects, a drawer here, a cupboard there, but I knew that if I started somewhere that would greatly impact me, it would help me stay motivated and get even more excited to keep going. So for me, that's what worked. I started with an area that I use every single day that was driving me insane, and once I got that done, this was an all-day project. I did. I felt that inspiration for myself, and I motivated myself to keep going and tackle more areas of my home, and it made a huge impact right away. When I decided to do this, become more minimalist, I started rethinking the space in my home too. I've been wanting to move for quite a while, but I realized that's not necessarily a step we're ready for financially, and that I need to work with what I have. And that's something that minimalism, just the concept in and of itself, can be really beneficial for, is like you're really thinking, how can I use what I have? So I thought this applies to my home as well. I would love more square footage, but I can't have that, and that is totally fine. I'm gonna be grateful for the home that I have and make it work as best I can. So we decided to move the kids' toy room downstairs to the basement. They'll have more room to play, and I will have the toys out of the main living area of the house, and then we're gonna use that room for something else. So we're excited to have an office now. It's gonna be so great. We've actually needed something like this for a really long time and just hadn't even thought of it. So many less toys in the main living area has honestly saved me so much cleaning. I also went through and decluttered clothes. Cody's done it, my husband. He got rid of probably 50%. I got rid of about 50%, and then I cut the kids' clothes in half. That's saving me on laundry. And if you're a mom or a parent to kids, the kids' clothes, they don't just stay in the laundry room or their bedrooms. It gets strung throughout the house. They changed their shirt in the living room for whatever reason. They left their pants in the bathroom. Like, it just is like a never-ending whirlwind. So I was really thinking, if I can just cut down this problem of the laundry, it's gonna save me such a headache, so much time, like just doing laundry in general, and we don't need all those clothes. That's the other thing I realized. It's like, wow, we have so much more than we need. We don't need 25 shirts per person. We just don't. So we really felt the benefit immediately of downsizing on the clothing, and I feel like it's made a big difference in the time that I have to spend on laundry and the mess in the house. I went through and decluttered every social media account. I went through Instagram, I went through YouTube, and I just decluttered accounts that I don't feel motivate me, inspire me, and honestly kind of make me feel bad about myself. If it's an account that just makes me think about my life and feel like, oh, I wish I had that, or I'm not as good as they are, or made me feel so bad or guilty in some way, I got rid of it. I decluttered it. That is not to say these people aren't absolutely amazing and wonderful. I just don't want that influence in my life. So I went ahead and decluttered all of that, and I'm gonna be honest. Well, of course I'm gonna be honest. I spend so much less time on social media in general, just because when I go onto YouTube, there are only 5 recent uploads in the last few days. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I watched that video that really appealed to me. I got inspiration from this video and I'm good. I don't need to spend hours and hours a week watching YouTube videos. I stayed subscribed to my friends, people that I truly support in life, and that's it. And I did the same thing on Instagram, and I feel so good. Again, it's a very liberating feeling. I went through and decluttered my kitchen. After I did my pantry, I was like, yes, this is awesome. I pulled so much out of my kitchen. This is a quick little kitchen purge that I just finished. Took me about 15 minutes is all. I just opened up all the little cupboards and pulled stuff out. So I'm going to be making a run to the Goodwill to donate all of this. This is all good stuff that I feel like somebody could use. There's a crock pot in here. I had 3 crock pots. I had 3 of these. I had 4 pie dishes. I realized I'm a hoarder. I didn't even know. I would never have classified myself as a hoarder, but I realized that I had been holding on to so much excess. I feel kind of like I was. Like, oh my goodness. I'm not saying that to make you feel bad or to make me feel bad. I'm just saying it as kind of a fact. Like, wow, I was hoarding, holding on to so much that I didn't need, and I feel so happy to have been able to pass it on, donate it to friends, family, and just to the Goodwill. And I'm happy knowing that it's going to people that can actually use it, since I wasn't. So after I did my pantry, I did my kitchen, and I do still have a little ways to go. There are a few drawers that have some things in it that I'm just like, oh, questioning if I can get rid of. And oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna grab a box. We got an Amazon delivery the other day. I'm just gonna shove a couple things in there that I'm not sure about, store it away, and if I don't look at it in the next month or 2, I can pass it on. Oh, I feel so good now knowing that I'm gonna do that. Having empty spaces in my home actually made me feel like my home had been like suffocating this whole time. Once I got that stuff cleared out and I saw these bare shelves and these empty corners, it actually was an incredibly refreshing feeling. Like my home was able to take in this big, giant, fresh breath of air. And I really do feel like my home had just been smothered this whole time, that it wasn't able to breathe. So giving my home room to breathe has felt so good. It actually has really affected the way I feel like I can breathe a little bit better. And now my goal is not to fill it up. That's kind of another piece to this journey that is going to be really important for me, is to stay focused on not filling up. I don't need to fill up every cupboard. I don't need to fill every shelf, every corner. My home needs to breathe, because I do. After a month of being more minimal, I've noticed that we've all been more creative, because there are not nearly as many toys, and I made a whole video on my toy declutter. I cut my kids' toys in half and went ahead and donated those, and I'm not even finished. I have more because we had Christmas, and I know just in a couple of months I'm gonna want to go through and do that all again. But I feel like we're all more creative. We're not stuck watching TV. We have significantly reduce the amount of time that we allow our children on the television. So that has also really helped just inspire them and motivate them to be more creative. And then again, I'm not spending as much time cleaning, I'm not spending as much time managing all my stuff, that I'm having more time for my personal interests as well. I'm journaling, I'm reading, I'm working on the piano, my musical instrument, which is my passion, and my children are being so much more artistic. I notice them drawing together, which makes me so happy. It's really bringing them together. They're playing more with their little sister, and it's just amazing to see how we're all just feeling so much more creative. And I hope that continues as we continue this journey, that we'll just find more time and be more inspired to be creative in our lives. I have more money. I do. My bank account is not zeroed out. This is another reason I was very motivated to try this. Minimalism, mindfulness. I knew that I had to get a handle on my personal finances. I am a spender. I think we all, just because of our culture and the society that we live in, we all are just bombarded by this pressure to spend more money, to buy more things, whether it's just because we feel like we're going to be making our lives better and more meaningful if we have these things, or if we are trying to keep up with the people around us. I felt this pressure that I needed to spend this money. I needed to constantly be redecorating. I needed to have new clothes. I needed to have new clothes for my kids. I needed to have these things. And I just let all of that go. Not that we don't need to consume. We absolutely do. Joshua Becker has been really inspiring for me, and he says to live is to consume. And it is completely true. You cannot live without consuming. But since I have just stopped trying to keep up with trends, keep up with other people, I've just saved money, and it has felt amazing. I'm actually saving for things that I wanted for a really long time that have a higher ticket price, but that I know are gonna add real value to my life and my family's life. So I feel really good when I look at my bank account and I see that money there, and I know I didn't waste it. I didn't waste it on things that I don't need and that don't add true value. So I'm really excited that I'm saving money. Again, so excited that I'm saving time cleaning. My kids seem happier. We're all more creative. It has been an incredible first month. I would say we've gotten rid of about 30% of our possessions. I would love to get closer to 60 or 70% of our overall possessions. So we're beginning. We have so much longer to go, but I'm already feeling so much better, less stressed, more money, more time. I have more energy. It's just been awesome. So if you've been wondering if this is something that you should do, I say yes, it is. It is amazing. You will not believe the benefits you see almost overnight. This is an instant benefit to you. Like, you will feel better immediately, and it is absolutely addicting. You're gonna want more of it. I can't wait to see what my 6-month A Minimalist video looks like. Stick around if you're interested in following my journey, if you want more tips and more motivation and inspiration to declutter your life and make room for the things that matter most to you. I would absolutely love to have you. Have a wonderful day, everyone, and I'll see you soon. Bye!